In the world of endurance sports, XTERRA is considered to be one of the most prestigious racing tours and is the ultimate test for off-road triathletes. More than 500 athletes from 30 countries took part in the event, which was the culmination of a 12-stop series of off-road triathlons spanning South and Central America, Mexico, the Caribbean, Canada and the United States. From professional elite athletes to weekend warriors, XTERRA is for everyone.
This season is really good for me. I have won 4 races and I'm on the first place in the standing Pan American Series. For me to come to Utah, to XTERRA Utah, is a big opportunity. I love this place. I love the color of the trees, the mountains. Utah is awesome. There is a lot of places to travel, and after this we want to go to Moab to do some mountain bike, so we are very happy to discover this place. My goal in Utah is to maintain first place in the Pan American ranking, and I would like to do a top 3 on the podium.
It's been a long season racing here at Pan American Championships. It's my first race of the Pan Am Tour, so it's kind of a different field. I haven't raced against any of these guys for quite a while now. Probably the last time I've raced against Josiah and Mauricio and XTERRA is last year Maui. So it's a little bit of a different challenge, just with some new athletes, and I really like that sort of different type of challenge. But physically I feel really good.
The 2017 Pan Am champions Mauricio Mendez from Mexico and Leslie Patterson from Scotland have returned to defend their elite titles.
I've been doing triathlon since I was 10 and I'm about to be 23. My first race was when I was like 7 or 6 years old. It was a swim race, open water swimming, so yeah, it's been a while. My first professional win was in Italy, 2016. I love to spend time with my family and friends. I'm a coffee lover and also red wine. My favorite food, I go for sushi. I am who I am because of my family, and if you want to know a little bit more about me, you will know that my dad and I, we are like a really strong team. Since I started doing sports and whatever, we have been together in all the journey, so family for me means everything. I'm really happy now because I have a whole team of mentoring. I will say, well, my dad, of course, then I have Leslie Patterson as well, and Simon Marshall, her husband. Those are my 3 guys.
I've been doing triathlon for 25 years. My first triathlon was when I was 13. My first XTERRA race was in 2007, I think. So during my free time I actually work in film, so I write screenplays and produce films. For any athlete to be good, they have to have the support of their family and friends, and I have a wonderful network. My mum and dad are incredibly supportive, and then my husband is my #1, so without them I could not do this sport. And then I have wonderful friends around me too, and training partners. I call them my training husbands because they're mainly men. My next goal is to win the Pan Am Championships tomorrow and then to win the World XTERRA Championships in Maui. So typical training week, I'm training anywhere from 3 to 6 hours a day, swim, biking and running, big volume weeks, and yeah, pretty much all the time.
Amateur athletes, young or old, male or female, are at the heart of this event. Hundreds of competitors are here, all of them combining busy personal and working lives along with training and racing. For many, racing is an opportunity to meet new friends, socialise, experience a great festival atmosphere and travel to some wonderful destinations such as Ogden and the Snow Basin Resort. It's time for some action. The event started at Pine View, just outside the city of Ogden. The full distance route consisted of a 1.5 kilometre swim, a 28 kilometre one-loop mountain bike on rocky, varied trails, and finally a 10 kilometre trail run. The fastest elite athletes would complete the course in around 2 hours 20 minutes, while some of the amateur racers might take up to 5 hours.
The course here at Snow Basin in Ogden is pretty one of a kind on the XTERRA circuit. We start in a nice still swim looking out into the sun. The bike consists of two approximately 30-minute climbs with a technical descent in the middle and at the end of the race. And then we finish in transition 2 up in Snow Basin Resort, where we start directly into a climb again, and it climbs for about 900 to 1,000 feet. We then wander through the rocky sections and trees up in with beautiful fall colours up in the top of the mountain before descending about 2 miles back to the finish.
The cannon blast signalled the race start, with the elite men and women taking to the water first, followed just a couple of minutes later by the hundreds of amateur athletes. Swimming the 1.5 kilometre distance in a clockwise direction, the fastest swimmers were at the front of the pack and were heading strongly towards the first buoy. In the men's race, Brad Zoller had the fastest swim of the day, with Maurizio Mendes in second, just a couple of seconds behind. After a fast transition on the mountain biking leg, Brandon Rakita surged ahead, followed by a group made up of Ian King, Brad Weiss, Karsten Madsen and Josiah Middow. Colorado athlete looked strong on the run, and relishing the hills, he took over the lead from Rakita and finally crossed the finishing line to take victory. It was Middow's third win in 4 years at this race. In the women's elite race, the day started with Magali Tizia, a road triathlon star from Montreal, coming out of the water first. Last year's champion Leslie Patterson was 7th after the swim, but with her typically strong bike leg, she passed most of the athletes ahead of her on the climb up Wheeler Canyon. At the 5-mile marker, she passed the leader, Susie Snyder, and never looked back. Her winning time of 2 hours, 52 minutes and 12 seconds was more than 9 minutes faster than Snyder, who finished second, with Fabiola Corona finishing in third.
It was a hard day today. It's never easy, but very satisfied to take the victory today.
I feel really ecstatic. I've really trained hard for this race, and I felt good out there. Didn't have a great swim. That's pretty typical for me at altitude, but that's okay. I had a great bike and run, and it's just always nice to deliver.